Did you know that the very sun that sustains life on our planet could also be its greatest peril? This celestial body, the nucleus of our solar system, has been a subject of intrigue for centuries. It's a riveting paradox. The sun, our most reliable source of energy, could also be a harbinger of chaos and disruption. It's like a double-edged sword, bestowing warmth and light on one side, while on the other, it wields the power for catastrophic solar storms. This dichotomy of the sun is not just a figment of science fiction, but is based in an event that transpired back in the 19th century. An event so profound it made humanity pause and reassess our understanding of the sun's might. Today, we delve into an event that made us rethink: the Carrington Event. On September 1, 1859, our placid sun revealed a terrifying aspect of its nature. That day marked what we now call the Carrington Event, a solar storm of unprecedented magnitude. This event was not your average sunny day. It was a celestial spectacle that revealed the volatile side of our star. The Carrington Event was characterized by a series of powerful solar flares. These sudden eruptions of intense high-energy radiation are associated with sunspots, darker, cooler areas on the sun's surface. The flares are caused by the release of magnetic energy stored in the sun's atmosphere. Imagine a pot of boiling water with the lid on. The pressure builds up until, whoosh, the lid flies off. That's a bit like a solar flare. Now back to 1859. The solar flares during the Carrington Event were so powerful that they bombarded our planet with a massive cloud of charged particles. This wasn't just a celestial light show, it had real-world effects. The most advanced technology of the time, the telegraph system, experienced widespread disruptions. Sparks flew from telegraph machines, shocking operators and even setting papers on fire. But it wasn't all doom and gloom. The event also resulted in breathtaking auroras, natural light displays usually seen in the polar regions. However, in this case, they were so intense that they reached as far south as the Caribbean. Imagine tropical skies lit up in dancing colors, a sight to behold. The Carrington Event was a wake-up call, a stark demonstration of our sun's power and potential to disrupt life on Earth. It was witnessed and documented by British astronomer Richard Carrington, hence the name. His observations and records have helped shape our understanding of solar storms and their potential impact on our planet. This event, witnessed and documented by British astronomer Richard Carrington, raised profound questions about the sun's potential to disrupt life on Earth. It also prompts a larger, more ominous question. Could the sun one day unleash a solar storm powerful enough to devastate our planet? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this fascinating topic. The sun operates on an 11-year cycle, oscillating between periods of minimal and maximal solar activity. This rhythm is as predictable as the ebb and flow of the tides. Yet it's during these peaks of solar activity that the sun can unleash its most explosive outbursts, the solar flares and coronal mass ejections, or CMEs, that can send waves of charged particles hurtling towards our planet. So, let's consider the potential risks these solar storms pose to modern-day Earth. The Carrington Event of 1859, the most powerful solar storm on record, caused widespread disruptions to the telegraph system, the pinnacle of technology back then. Now, imagine a solar storm of similar magnitude striking today, in an era where our lives are deeply intertwined with electronic technology. The consequences could be dire, with power grids, communication systems, and satellite operations all at risk of being thrown into chaos. But how likely is such a catastrophic event? While solar flares are a common solar occurrence, the probability of an event with enough magnitude to cause widespread devastation on Earth is relatively low. Yet it's not impossible. So we find ourselves living under a sun that is both the source of life and a potential harbinger of technological ruin. And what about the sun's life cycle? Well, our sun is currently in its middle age and won't turn into a red giant for about another 5 billion years. When that happens, it will expand significantly, possibly engulfing the inner planets, including Earth. But fear not, this event is so far into the future, it's almost beyond comprehension. The question then is, how vulnerable are we to a future solar catastrophe? In an age of increasing technological dependence, we find ourselves more susceptible than ever to the sun's whims. And while the odds of a catastrophic solar event may be low, the potential damage it could cause is high enough to warrant serious consideration. So, as we continue to reach for the stars, let's not forget to keep one eye on our closest star, the sun, and the ticking solar time bomb it could potentially be. The world of 1859 was far less dependent on electricity than we are today. We live in an era of technology, where electricity powers everything from our homes to our cars, our hospitals to our schools. But what happens when our lifeline, our electrically powered world, faces a threat from the skies above? Imagine the Carrington Event, a solar storm of such magnitude occurring today. The surge of high-energy particles could overload and disrupt our electrical grids, causing widespread blackouts. Picture our cities plunged into darkness, our transportation systems coming to a standstill, our hospitals losing the power to run life-saving machinery. It's a grim scenario to say the least. But it doesn't stop at our power grids. Our communication networks, the veins and arteries of our interconnected world, are equally at risk. Satellite communications, the backbone of our global information exchange, could be severely disrupted. The internet, our global platform for communication, commerce, and creativity, could face significant outages. Our GPS systems, which guide everything from our cars to our delivery drones, could go haywire. Even our modern banking systems, which rely heavily on electronic transactions, could be disrupted, causing economic chaos. In essence, a severe solar storm could bring our highly interconnected and technology-dependent world to a grinding halt. Beyond the immediate impact, the recovery from such an event could take years, if not decades. Replacing damaged transformers and other critical components of our power grids is not an overnight task. The economic impact, too, would be staggering, running into trillions of dollars. But all is not doom and gloom. Recognizing this vulnerability, measures are being taken to safeguard our world against these solar threats. Governments and organizations worldwide are working to harden our electrical grids, develop more robust satellite technology, and improve early warning systems. The goal is to ensure that if another Carrington event were to happen, we would not be a sitting duck, but a prepared and resilient society. So, as we marvel at the beauty of the auroras, let's also remember the potential power they represent and the importance of preparing for the solar storms that may lie ahead. Recognizing this vulnerability, measures are being taken to safeguard our world against these solar threats. As the saying goes, forewarned is forearmed. This adage rings true, especially when dealing with the unpredictable nature of our sun. In the face of potential solar storms, our best defense is preparation and resilience. Around the world, governments and organizations are taking the threat of solar storms seriously. A key measure being implemented is the hardening of electrical grids. These complex systems form the backbone of our modern civilization, powering everything from our homes to our hospitals. By reinforcing these grids, we can help ensure that they withstand the onslaught of a substantial solar storm. But it's not just about defense. We're also going on the offense. Developing more robust satellite technology is a critical part of this strategy. Satellites play a pivotal role in our daily lives, enabling everything from GPS navigation to weather forecasting. By designing these celestial sentinels to withstand the wrath of the sun, we can safeguard these vital services. Of course, the best way to deal with a solar storm is to see it coming. That's where early warning systems come into play. These systems, aided by advanced solar observation technologies, can detect solar flares and coronal mass ejections in their early stages. This early detection provides crucial lead time, allowing us to take protective measures before the storm hits. It's a race against time, a cosmic game of cat and mouse. But with every passing day, our understanding of the sun and its tempestuous nature grows. Each sunspot tracked, each solar flare observed, each coronal mass ejection analyzed, brings us one step closer to predicting and preparing for the next Carrington event. Yet as we fortify our defenses and sharpen our predictive abilities, we must also ponder on a sobering question. Are we prepared enough for a solar storm? The answer to that question may be as unpredictable as the sun itself. Only time will tell. Our understanding of the sun and its activities has come a long way since the Carrington event. Today, we have satellites equipped with specialized instruments orbiting our star, keeping a close eye on its every move. These tools allow us to track sunspots, sudden eruptions of intense high-energy radiation known as solar flares, and the massive clouds of magnetically charged particles they can unleash, called coronal mass ejections. These advancements in solar observation technologies have not only provided us with fascinating insights into the sun's behavior, but have also significantly improved our ability to predict and prepare for solar storms. We can now monitor the sun's 11-year activity cycle, watching for periods of heightened activity where the risk of powerful solar flares and their associated phenomena increase. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of the sun, we inch closer to securing our future against its potential wrath. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the sun's potential wrath. We hope you found it enlightening. We would love to hear your thoughts about this fascinating and somewhat terrifying aspect of our universe. Do you think we're doing enough to prepare for a potential solar storm? Perhaps you have some interesting insights or theories you'd like to share. Please leave your comments below. And if you're keen on exploring more such cosmic phenomena and scientific marvels, consider subscribing to our channel. We regularly upload videos on a wide range of topics, designed to both educate and entertain. Remember, knowledge is power. So stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe. Thank you for watching.